Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're checking out with North Korea Forged Empire. This might be controversial. This video might get, very controversial pretty fast. Obviously, their first target would be South Korea. Technically, this is a stalemate right here, so this could start up the Korean War again. And yeah, just like that, the Korean War has begun again. But it quickly ends. Because, well, it was a pretty quick invasion. Well, I didn't do something like this. Like for North Korea. Like I said, it looked pretty cool if, they annexed, some land over here. Something kind of, not like that, not that big of a one. So, something like this. Something like this, I would think. And they would puppet the rest. That's what I'm imagining them doing. So let me just color that in real quick. Because it actually looks kind of good like that. So at least they have a puppet government. At least they still have, South Korea kind of still exists, but there's just now communist under, they're a puppet of a communist country now. So yeah, that's not good for you, South Korea. And the US. And maybe also Japan. As one of their allies has just been eliminated. Speaking of Japan, something else happens where North Korea demands their annexation, but they will refuse, which sparks a war. Now North Korean troops land over here via South Korea, because now they converted into a North Korean. They converted the North Korean regime. I guess his daughter, Kim Jong-un's daughter, rules the puppet government, I guess. So now there's no demilitarized zone here. That means that there's no troops there. Also, Tokyo was just captured. All that's left of Japan is Hokkaido. But that quickly gets steamrolled. Because, well, it was pretty quick. Now take a look at a peace treaty. The Treaty of Tokyo, I guess we'll call it that. So, in this peace treaty, we see something similar happening for, South Korea. North Korea won't annex this island. Or this island. Or, wait, no. Yeah, they won't annex all the islands. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki goes over to the South Korean puppet government. This border also follows this area, so yeah. And also, there's a bit of a situation up north where they decide to not take the entire area. They decide to take just a little bit, leaving a new puppet government here in Hokkaido, Amori, I don't know how to say that. Akita and Iwate. It's not Japanese. Okay. So let's put that in real quick so we can actually see what they'll take. Oof. Yeah, Okinawa also goes over to the South Koreans. The South Korean puppet, actually. So all of Nagasaki and Hiroshima go over to the South Korean puppet. And now there's a new Japanese puppet, which could take over some parts of Russia if they're lucky. But yeah, they moved their focus somewhere else. That being the Philippines. Now, the Philippines, um, it's not a good idea to invade the Philippines when the US is closer than you think. Because they have Guam, which is right here. In relation to North Korea, Guam is pretty close. The US could just use Guam to attack North Korea, so it's probably not a good idea to invade the Philippines, but they're going to do it anyway. Now they send their forces into the north, capturing this entire island up here. Now they're on top through all the Philippines, taking as much territory as humanly possible, trying to get them to surrender, but the Philippines would never surrender to a communist nation. They try to get the US involved, but the US is like, well, yeah, never mind. Let's just get on with that. Let's just get on with the peace treaty. The Treaty of Manila. Yeah, I guess. That's what we'll call it. So basically, in this peace treaty, we see that the Koreans won't annex like a lot of land. So they'll like go over here, take over this land and up to this area, like kind of like that. So they did not take too much. They didn't take too much land, but it's a serious amount. And now they make another puppet government from the Philippines. This puppet government, it's also communist. Why? Because it's North Korea, that's why. So hard to find all these cities. You know what? Better idea. I just had the best idea. Let's cover in all of the Philippines. And now let's get in over here. Because that'll be easier to do here. For me, at least. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, North Korea didn't want to annex the entire thing. Hold on over here. Let's see. Also, I forgot to do that, so let me just do that. So yeah, their empire's kind of huge already. Their next targets will be something a little weird. They target Brunei. Why? They want... Yeah, okay. So they just annexed Brunei. Now, will this be a puppet? No. This will be an actual territory of the North Koreans, which is kind of far away, but it's not that far. Because they have the Philippines, which is close to Japan, and Japan's close to North Korea. So, and they can just use a boat over here to get, like a ship to get over here. So it's not that far. But from here, they will go over here to Singapore and invade them and annex them. That's it. Annex them, I meant annex. So yeah, this is kind of not that far away. But yeah, now they ready their military. And they invade Malaysia, surprisingly enough. Now, will they make another puppet? Probably, but they want more land. So they invade from Brunei, which looks kind of weird over there. They invade from Brunei and take over a large area of Sabah and most of the Sarawak province of Malaysia. Which now they take control over that entire province. Now they move into the mainland via Singapore. Our capital is Kuala Lumpur. Hold on, let me go check that. Let me double check. I'm a map in my room. I can just go check that real quick. Yep, that is their capital. That is their capital. So yeah, that will be it'll be quick. I just had to make sure I was right about that. But yeah. So they make a spearhead towards the capital and take it. Now they invade the rest. Let's take a look at the peace treaty, which is going to be called the Treaty of Kuala Lumpur. I guess this could have been called the Tree of Soul. And yeah, okay. So in the city of Kuala Lumpur, we see like this province going over to the Filipino puppet state of the North Korean Empire, and the rest going over to the North Korean Empire as well. And now we see this province called Johor go over to North Korea. Kind of looks something like this. I'm not pretty good at borders, but yeah. And then the rest of Malaysia goes to another puppet state. They're trying to like make as much puppet states as they can possibly get. They also do give one to their puppet state of the Philippines. So right, now let's get all that completed. We're here. Obviously, I can remember where Malaysia begins. I think, right? Oh, not. Oh, it looks like Saturn. Their empire is pretty huge. Nice. Now, where do they go from here? Well, wait, hold on. Let me just get that puppet to order out here. Boop. Well, as you can see, there's one more country that they want to take control of. Well, just a bit. They want to have control of the Strait of Malacca, which will give them more economy, which they can do to increase their military and other stuff. So they'll do just that. By invading Indonesia, they first take this island, and then they invaded to Borneo. Taking a big part of the whatever that says, I cannot pronounce that. And now their Filipino puppet will also invade into that province, or whatever they call them. And yeah, it's going pretty well for the North Koreans. Surprisingly. We all know they're not the strongest. They're weaker than their neighbor, South Korea. But with the help of China, they could absolutely take over South Korea. But without China's help, they would definitely not succeed. Now they're island hopping into the mainland. Well, I guess I don't. Wait, what's the capital? I think it is Java. No. Hold on, I could just go over here. Over here. Whee! Across the globe we go. Sorry. Yeah, the capital is Jakarta. What is it? Okay. Which is this province right here, which for some reason isn't called Jakarta. But yeah, it's not even shown on the map, so it won't be necessary to show. Indonesia will still survive in the peace treaty. Which they take full control over this island. Which I don't know the name of. Is it Sumatra? I think it is Sumatra. Is this the island of Sumatra? Is it? Is it? Is it Sumatra? Yes. Alright. Good to know. And now they invade. They don't take over all of this. They just want a bit of land. So yeah, in this peace treaty called the Treaty of Jakarta. Well, let's just take a look. So in this peace treaty, we see Sumatra gets fully annexed by not that color. Get to that in a second. Will get completely annexed by the North Korean Empire. They even take control of whatever this province's name is. Right over here. And their puppet state of the Philippines also takes control of a province over here. Leaving Borneo as a puppet state. Now the starfish looking island, it's not going to be part of it. Obviously yeah, okay, never mind. So let's just take a look at the treaty. Let's just get rid of the borders if I can get the right color. And the right number. Sorry about that. So now they have another puppet state. They're creating so much puppet states. They have 5 puppet states. For an entire empire. That's a lot. If we take a look how big they are now, they're huge. They're big. You can see them on a map. If you zoom out so far, you can still see the color. That's how big they are. Oh God. The next target, that would be Taiwan, which, yeah. They fully annexed the island in the peace treaty of Taipei. That doesn't set well with the Chinese, who claims Taiwan as their own. Who'd have knew that their own ally would invade a claim of theirs? And now with the inflow of money coming from the Strait of Malacca from countries having to pay the North Koreans, they gear up for war against China. Over here, North Korean troops enter from the border. and take control over a bit of Manchuria. Somewhere else, though, it's not looking too good. Because China has managed to invade into their puppet state of the Philippines, which is not good. But now the area where Taiwan is getting invaded by the North Koreans. Which now this area has to be I can get everything right. So let me fix something real quick. I just gotta get this border correctly back in place. And yeah, this is going good. Yeah, of course the Chinese will push back a bit. They'll push back greatly. They'll push back a bit over here. But that doesn't go too good because North Korea was actually anticipating this. They go around this area, getting close to Beijing, taking the capital of China. You shouldn't put it so close to North Korea because they could invade at any moment if they wanted to. And now they're invading it farther into this area of China. China, with the help of the US and Russia, invade into the actual country itself. Also invade over here, taking a lot of land from there. And the front lines look something like this. But this area over here, troops get cut off from here. They try to flee, but they get killed in the process. This area gets wiped out. North Korean troops over here get to this area, completely kicking them out of their own territory. Now, invading it into over here, cutting this area off from China, while invading more into Manchuria, getting close over here. Now, China is forced to a peace treaty. Let's take a look at the Treaty of Beijing. Alright, so in the Treaty of Beijing, it's not looking too good for China. North Korea will annex a bit of their land. They'll take a large province over here. And they'll take another one, which will look something like this. which I'm not pretty good at drawing these borders, so it'll look kind of weird on the map, but yeah, drawing like that, and then their claim over here, they claim a lot more land. They claim a pretty large area of provinces of China. Specifically, this. And then they make a puppet government over here. In these areas over here. Which makes 6 full puppet governments. Equality, baby! Actually, that makes 7. Because, well, China can't hold on to this area. So they'll be forced to release a pretty large province over here. And make that into their another puppet state of North Korea. What else? Another puppet state. Specifically, right here. Over here. So that makes 8 puppet states in all. So yeah, the North Korean Empire is pretty large. Now eventually they will annex some of their puppets, being this newly acquired puppet state. And also this newly acquired puppet state over here. I'll even annex their entire puppet state of South Korea. Which includes these islands. Where's Fukushima? That's a funny name. Oh, there it is. They'll even annex this puppet state over here, so yeah. Yeah, I just couldn't bear to see all this. And yeah, they will also annex their Filipino puppet. And their Malaysian puppet will get annexed. So we can just cover in the entire thing at the Philippines. Minus this Indonesian puppet state over here. Then we can just get rid of all those there, yeah, over here. So they're actually pretty large. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.